All right, everyone, welcome. Well, I tell you, I really love that intro. I mean, that's my intro, but I didn't build it. I had someone build it for me. How's everyone doing? I hope you all have been having a wonderful weekend. I've had a good weekend. It's unbelievable. It's already half over, right? Well, still got several hours tonight, but we're getting close to that halfway mark through this weekend. Been busy. Been puttering around, getting stuff done for my daughter's car. It hasn't Actually, the battery's been dead since like December. Finally got around to getting a new battery and had to get a new tire. And then I had to find a body shop. Last time she drove it, she was driving along the expressway, and there was like kind of looked like a catcher bag from a lawnmower that was in the middle of the road. She told me she had no other choice than run it over because people behind her, people inside of her, and it just all kinds of little bit of damage to the underside of her car. Hopefully, it won't cost too much to get that fixed, but we'll have to get that fixed. But that's not Lego. Let's talk about Lego. Let's talk about whatever y'all want, but let's talk about Lego. Let's talk about a couple of things. First, I want to show off this. Actually, I need to set up the camera so I can swap it out. So I can put the middle. I've been meaning to do that. But anyway, so, we started this last week, and I got excited, built it throughout the week. So sure enough, here, let me lift this up so you can kind of see it better there in my main, in that window here. I can sort of do it. I don't know how. Yeah, we could, here, let's turn this over this way. Yeah, there we go. There's the police station, right? Tell you what, I had a really lot of fun building this. This is just a gorgeous set. Let me show you one of the things I did really love about this. So, of course, it's modular, so we can take it, it comes in parts and such. Wow. Okay, I wasn't really expecting that, but that's good. Because that gets me to the floor. I want to take a look. I'm going to zoom this in here. Take a look at these stairs. These stairs are just absolutely amazing, right? This is something they don't normally do, right? In modern, I hope they do this. They normally they have like these little stair things that they, it's a piece about so big, right? And that's what you normally see in these monitors. But here, let's see, I think I can take this off. Let's see here. Maybe I can take it off. Maybe I can't. Whoops. I should be able to take it off. There we go. So sure enough, if we look here, there we go. There we go. So it's like inverted, right? So this is the other side of the brick, right? So it's just so cool the way how this came out. Let me see if I can get this put back in place now. Pretty sure. Oh, let's see here. There. Oh, for heaven's sakes. Oh, I gotta be careful. I got a bum knee right now. Oh, I just realized. Let's fix something here real quick. Do that one more time. There we go. There we go. So yeah, just like I said, gorgeous build. You can definitely tell that they add on to it as they go through these things. Okay, I'm gonna knock that piece over several times. That in, that back in, put this piece back on that I keep on knocking off. So again, I just really enjoyed this, had a lot of fun. I will do a review video of this. I might try to get that recorded tomorrow, but I'll probably release that midweek. I mean, the release schedule kind of. I did release a video today on my review of this. All right, here we go. Let me zoom this back out. There we go. So I did a review of this, the side skier. This was a lot of fun. I had fun building this. I gotta admit, I'm not usually a big fan of the Technic bricks. And one is because, I mean, you see it's Technic, but I think for the construction vehicles, I think the Technic, look cool, right? Looked appropriate. But this was actually a pretty easy set to put together, right? And it fits well for my little construction theme I've got going on with my Lego City. So, I think that all works well. All right. One of the quick things to talk about, and then we'll get into building. So, sure enough, I did a little bit of shopping today, and I may or may not record the video. I think I forgot to turn the audio on. I was having some issues I didn't realize I was having with the microphone. But I mean, just to show you what I got, the main thing was this, and sure enough, we'll actually start building this later on tonight. I've always wanted to have that. Gotta admit, I was kind of waiting. There's some rumors that there's a UCS ad coming out this summer, late summer maybe. So I really did debate that. But I gotta admit, I wasn't sure what I wanted to get. I thought about, what I thought about getting, I really want the Saturn V. Actually with this, I think now I've got enough for like $70. I might go ahead and get the Saturn V, but then we're wanting that. And then maybe I'll get another Amelia Earhart. But I really wanted the Amelia Earhart, right? And I didn't want to wait, right? I wanted to build it tonight, that type of thing. So that's why I did that. It didn't have and of course, Saturn V they're not selling in stores; it's only available online. I did think I was looking for the really what I would like to have gotten was the shuttle, the Imperial shuttle. Although, I mean, I've seen some, it's got like underbody. It doesn't look the greatest, but still, I wanted the shuttle. But that wasn't in stock. That was the hard part about this thing, that the promo. I also got that. So this is the it was looking right. The AT versus Tauntaun microfighters. We built the Millennium Falcon microfighter. I just really like these builds. I'm definitely too old for them technically, but So, because of those two purchases, we did get, and we're about to build this. So I turned it around. Got the Amelia Earhart Tribute. I've been really looking for this. I mean, it's about a month ago, this leaked that it was coming out, and I've been excited for this. This just looks so nice. I think it's going to be a nice display item. All right. So I will say one other thing I did get. This is kind of funny. I was in Meijer, which chain of grocery stores in this part of the country, and they had decent clearance, 20% off. They had some other things, right? But there was one thing really to think about getting it, but I was like, I just spent $160, whatever. I didn't really need to spend any more money, but I did pick up this one, so it was 20% off, right? So that was a pretty good deal. Oh yes, I know. I need to set my project. All right, but I really want to put this together, so let's start working on this. Let me get my blade out here real quick. Whoops. Oh. Okay. So, let me do one other thing real quick, everyone. For anyone who is watching, I meant to go on Discord here. And then add. Okay. So let's go ahead and start project. The project. Make sure I spell this right, because this will be embarrassing. You know what? I'm looking at it and I misspelled it. I typed over it. Okay, there we go. So we got our timer and all that stuff going. So let's get this bad boy open. I'm going to be a little careful with, I'm careful with these boxes anyways, but like I said, I recorded a video of my haul. And then as I was, right before prepping to go online, or, the stream, and then as I was switching over to the stream, I realized, didn't record the audio with it. So I can make it a silent film. So I'm gonna probably re-record that. All right, now I will say, so we got stickers. I'm definitely in the crowd of I don't really care for stickers. This is a solid one. All right. Okay, so what do we have here? The total of 5 bags, 2 numbered, up to number 2, but there are 5 bags total. That's with the piece of division here, and then some pieces you don't see very often. Obviously for the fuselage of the aircraft. So let's put that off the side. Now, I will say that, said, yeah, well, we got stickers, right? Of course, always prefer printed pieces, but, with a whatchamacallit, gift with purchase, right? This was free. It had $100, but, other than that, it was free, right? So it's kind of like, you can't really expect to be too many printed pieces with that, right? But it's like I say, I am really looking for this. Looks like a wonderful set. This is part of LEGO's tribute to, for the Women's History Month. Sure enough, March 8th is what I call it. International Women's Day or something. I forgot the exact name of that, but day to celebrate women. I do know. Check out the live coders if you're interested in software development. The live coders are having, which I am a member of. We are hosting a conference, an online conference on Twitch. Featuring all women speakers. So some really good lineups. I don't remember off the top of my head who all is in there, but I remember looking about a week or 2 ago, and it was pretty impressed. It's a really nice list of speakers. I know I will probably have that turned on when I'm not in meetings on Monday. Listening in, supporting my team, my Twitch team, for my Twitch team for my live coding. Yes, I still sort all these. I actually, it's kind of funny. It's funny, I have a timer and all that kind of stuff. I'm not here to speed these things. I'm here to take my time, enjoy it. And actually to me, sorting out these bricks is kind of enjoyable, right? You know, it's a nice, relaxing thing to do. Got some nice variety of colors. There's some red, obviously, because that's the color of the aircraft. But, you know, some blue, it's yellow, it's green. Love it when they can put some colors in there. Even if you don't see those colors once it's built. I don't think so. It doesn't look like it. Of course, I see the sheet not until build bag 2. But, you know, looking at the pictures, it does not look like she fits in there. I do love it. We're using oars for the propellers. I just think that's pretty cool. You know, good heart usage there. Oh, we do have a printed piece. Look at that. So I'm assuming it's going to be for the engine. Let's see here. Let's back off. We'll store it and then we'll start building. Corey, how are you doing this evening? I'm assuming it's evening. I don't know what it would be any time of the day for you, but for me it's evening. Has your weekend been going well? Oh, dropped the brick. Legos are, yes, Legos are still fun. I agree with you completely. You know, it's so today's my father's birthday, so I called him. Was talking to him for a while. He's down in Florida, so I don't get to see him much, especially with the pandemic. But you know, and he was asking me, he's like, "Yeah, are you still building stuff?" I'm like, "Well, yeah, you know." I tell him, like, you know, I was like, "Yeah, just last night I finished building the police station." I was telling him how cool that was and everything. I just really enjoy working with Lego. It's a great way to just relax. Let's see here. So we got some nice, you know, just looking at this book, nice write-up about her, right? And of course we have it in multiple languages. All right. Yeah, as a matter of fact, as I'm looking at the, you know, well, okay, so in bag 1, we build the plane, and in bag 2 is the base, right? And looking at this, yeah, it looks like it's closed up. It doesn't even look like there's any type of opening. So she definitely does not, the minifig definitely does not fit within. All right. So we'll say, you know, talking about birthdays. So next Friday is my birthday. And my wife thinks I'm crazy, and I am, but the next Friday, I'm gonna do actually a 25-hour. Well, let me rephrase this. I'm gonna attempt to do, and I have to stay on it. Let's see how long my wife lets me keep this up. What I'm gonna do, my goal is to do 25 hours. All right. It's my 50th birthday, so I thought I'd do 25 hours. You know, so 1 hour, you know, for every 2 years I go around. And then what I'm gonna do, because you know I do 2 different channels, so I'm getting some stuff set up. I'm actually gonna have both channels going for the whole time, And so they'll be simulcasting both, both channels are simulcasting the same program. And then, I'm going to go back and forth between doing Lego and doing live coding. Of course, now the live coding project we're working on is a Lego inventory, so it's still Lego related. Oh, okay. No, what do we got here? I see. I missed a piece. So that'll start sometime Friday morning. Basically, when I get up Friday and get cleaned up and have some breakfast, and then I will be online. Like I say, try to go for 25 hours. So, and then, like I say, and the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to do 4 hours I'm going to start 4 hours of coding, and I'm going to, up to a 15-minute break. Time for me to go to the bathroom, and maybe grab a bite, eat, not necessarily just in 4 hours in, but, but then, just make sure I'm putting this in right. Yeah. And then we'll do 4 hours of Lego, and 4 hours of coding, 4 hours of Lego. So back and forth. Thought that would be a good way of breaking it up. Because like I said, I went back and forth for a while as to how to do it. I've been thinking about this for probably 6 months. And like I was debating, I was like, well, 6 months. Maybe not 6 months. I guess as long as this channel's been around, I've definitely been debating it. Yeah, you can see this is going to be a very solid build here. So the good part is that actually there will be one more Lego portion than coding, but I think it's kind of a good thing, right? I'm getting older, so trying to write productive code after after many hours being up, it gets less and less productive as you go. Whereas the Lego, even Lego, I'll definitely be slowing down. And I think for the Lego, I think what I'm going to build is I have the bookshop modular to build. So I think I'm going to do that as my project. Just see what they want me to do here. So sticker number 3. They want the sticker to be this direction. I'm not the best at stickers. That's not too bad. I will say, what was I doing? Oh, I was doing the police car. This one here. And you can even see it. I had the hardest time getting that license plate. As a matter of fact, it's curled up because I tried to take it off and put it back on. So that didn't work very well, I guess. Because for the life of me, I just could not get it to stay on. Or not to stay on, it could stay on. I couldn't get it to be straight. Yeah, it's kind of funny, when you look at like Bricklink and you look at like used sets and you see, what stickers and the stickers are applied, they'll say like, stickers are applied by adults. Well, I'm the one who makes that show that doesn't necessarily mean anything. Other than the fact, I knew that it wasn't right and I went back to try to fix it. I guess that's what makes a difference. Yeah, look at this. you can see, I mean, this is going to be a very solid build here. Now, wait a second. Check it out. They have a piece in there that they don't tell you to put in. Did I miss the step? I missed the step. That's why. That's why. Okay, never mind. As to be assumed, the instructions were correct. I'm wrong. There we go. There we go. Really need to figure out this. Oh, this light. So I get too much glare on my instructions. And I've tried to adjust it. Now, I will say, I am looking. So I buy a lot of Elgato equipment, and they actually just came out with a green screen mouse pad. And of course, you think about it, it's like, why in the world would anyone want a green screen mouse pad? And I think it's, I mean, what they're selling for has got some interesting use cases, right? I mean, they show like doing demonstration videos and such. They also show maybe like, these bigger, longer strips are the harder ones. At least for me. Oh, goodness. One second, I'm doing a really poor job of getting the sticker on here straight. Well, for heaven's sake. Boy, I just cannot seem to get the sticker on right. There we go. But it's funny, like someone I watch on Twitch does like, Twitch tech, video tech, from a software developer's perspective. And he's kind of joking about it, right? Oh, look at this thing that Elgato come up with. He likes Elgato, but still. And I was like, I get it, but long story short, well, as I say this as I'm about to put another one of these stickers on. For heaven's sake, there's got to be a trick to this. That wasn't the trick. Now, I will say, it's kind of weird when you go to the Elgato website and you go to look at that piece, or not piece, but that item shows it down in the country, and I forget if I went to the Amazon. There was an Amazon page to it, but maybe it wasn't available yet. I can't remember. But at any rate, it's Elgato, so it's not going to be cheap. But I was looking on YouTube, not YouTube, on hold on a second here. Let's clear that off real quick. Why? There we go. So I was looking on Amazon, and I saw something else. I don't know if it's the same size or not, but it looks like it's about the size of this black pad I got here. And this black pad is nice, but like the black pieces, well, like if I put a black piece, you can't see that, right? Because there's no contrast. Even some of the other pieces, they just don't pop well enough. So I think I'm going to get that. Should have that in time for our 24 hours or 25-hour stream. So now I need to probably look at that again tonight and get that in order. I think that'll be a nice addition to my setup here. Oh, okay, we're building the back wing. There we go. Yeah, we're starting to see a shape of an aircraft. Yeah, I think that will really add to this. And I think the other thing I need to do, I don't know if I need to, I gotta figure out a little more about this camera, right? It's still not, it's a decent position, but it still seems like it could be better. So I'm looking to kind of improve that. What I really have to do is this camera here, I would love to replace it. It's just a webcam right now, which should be good, but it just doesn't do what I'd like it to do. So I don't know, maybe let's see, oh, okay. I'll skip a step here. Where is this going here? Oh, okay, going up. Yeah, a little bit tricky to see that in the instructions. So I'll put well, I mean, I'd love to have 3 nice DSLR cameras, which is that the one pointing down is a DSLR camera. And which made the most sense, as far as which camera to use where. Let's see here. Going here. Does make a difference when the when they highlight the pieces that you're doing that step and they don't. Curious. What did I say? Okay, 8 plus. Maybe it could be, All right, so now we're going to put the tail number on here. I do find it funny on the instructions. They show you, they actually show you putting the number upside down. right, this is the way how they showed you put it on. I'm like, do I really have to put it on upside down? I mean, I will, because it's the way the instruction tells me to do it, right? But kind of funny that didn't help me. I still got it on crooked. Whoops. I don't know. I know there's some who will do like use like brick removal tools to get these on. Maybe I have to. I don't know. I might have to watch some videos on how to get stickers on better. I'm horrible at it. Still not right. For heaven's sakes. There, that should work. That's what I like about the modulars. You know, modulars generally do not have stickers on them. Well, I've only done 3 so far. I have 2 more to build that I own. All right. Now we're gonna there. Okay. And then some more tiling here. I like the look of these, not just on this set, but the red tiles. I don't know why, I just like the look of them for some reason. Let's see here. It's gonna go like that. And again, I think I see something. I might have missed a step. How did I? Wow. Well, I'm going to say this will count as a move. And I'm pretty much tearing this thing apart here. Let's see. Go in here. Well, I just skipped this whole step number 9. I just completely skipped. Like I said, I enjoy doing LEGO. I'd say I'm always all that good at it. Okay, now, so that's all those. Now we put this piece back on. That's that correct. Feels as if yeah, okay. That's supposed to go like that. Yeah, there we go. Okay, now we're back. Okay. Simple little build of our, I mean, the brick drop, I mean, that's just because I'm clumsy, but can't believe I had an oof on this little build here. Although, I tell you, not unusual for me to have an oof on a modular, and the police station, I did not. Again, I really like building that police station. It's a really nice looking set. The way how they did the instructions and the parts and everything, it kind of went quicker, I thought. grant you again, I'm not trying to race to get any of these done, because that's not my goal. I mean, the goal is to finish them, but you know, kind of the more time I take, the better value I got out of my money, right? Trish, just going to go that direction. Okay. Yeah, so sure enough, back to Corey's question a while back, this does not, I mean, definitely the minifig does not fit in, and it's, I mean, to the point, it's not to scale, but I'm okay with that, right? That's not the piece I want. I want this piece. I was actually watching someone last night, and he wasn't, he was talking about the one complaint, and he was like, that you know, or well, because he said it's a micro scale instead of mini scale, and you know, someone questioned that, and he pointed out, because like Fred, you know, he said, at least look in the pictures, you know, it doesn't look like it fits in and so forth, which he's correct. But I'll say I will probably, I'm thinking of like having this, maybe, you know, I might have this as like a park, like a little park with a tribute to Amelia Earhart. Green color tribute, that'd be kind of cool. I don't know, Amelia Earhart's always fascinated me. So I you know, hence why I just think this is so cool. Of course, what was it, last year, the year before? You know, there were some thoughts that maybe they found her, you know, at least remains and so forth. Turned out to be not the case, but there we go. I do find it interesting, you know, they've got the double hook in there. I mean, I'm curious to see, I don't know how well you can see that. There's a hook right here also. Is that going to be used? Is it just there? What's there? Why? All right. Oh, yes, it is going to be used. Okay. Well, now this makes more sense too. Now I see what they're doing. Ask and you shall receive. Wow, that looks cool. I'm really digging the look of this thing. Okay, so now we're going to put together the engine. Again, you got the one part that is printed here. Which at the rate of how good I've been at putting stickers on, I'm glad there's a I'm glad there's a printed piece. I mean, I'm generally glad anyways, but goodness gracious. And I still got a couple more stickers on it to put on. Again, I like using those oars for that, for the propeller. Okay. Speaking of stickers. So we're gonna sticker a piece here. See if I can do any better. I didn't even get it off the paper. There we go. Okay. Nope, I'm supposed to put a sticker in this. Oh, 2 stickers. One side, other side are Lockheed markings. Markings, not Martin. Of course, you know, the company now is Lockheed. Well, actually, I don't know. I've been out of the defense sector. I assuming it's still Lockheed Martin. It was when I left the defense sector. I haven't done defense work in a while, and I'm good with that. Still, looks like this still seems to be a little bit skewed. There we go. That's this piece here. This is our horizontal stabilizer. And there we go. So there is the aircraft. Again, pretty. I like it. Again, I get the complaint of it'd be nice if it was something big enough to fit the minifig in. But still, I think the fact it's got a minifig, I think is great. I think it adds to this set. Hey there, Sean. How's it going? Loose parts to scare the passenger. Yeah, generally we don't want to see loose parts. That's not something we normally want to see around our aircraft. You're juggling stuff. Well, how's it different than any other night? All right, we're on to bag number 2. Now, basically, we're going to build the display stand. Well, they kind of missed that I didn't stream last night. You missed and didn't miss at the same time. Kind of good because I just filled out. But I was fully, it was kind of funny. At quarter after 5, I was still planning on streaming. Well, this is interesting. I think this is the first time I've ever seen a Lego set when you open up a bag and it has a minifig, and the minifig's not the first thing you're doing. Just curious here. Did they just not? No, they haven't put it on all the way near the end. Or put them together. Yeah, you and me both, buddy. I've got to get on that. With that being said, I need to for you, I'm gonna put together the list of all the streams that I did, and I'm gonna. So I saved all the stream summary emails from Quit. So I do have some numbers. So I don't know, maybe I'll try to get that put together tomorrow and get that to you, so you can also, for your moderating. You can list that. Because, they wanted the numbers. Yeah. Well, last night was kind of crazy. Because like Corey Weathers, he started his 5 o'clock stream. I was still at the office because I went to the office yesterday. I was still at the office. And he even asked. I think I know how. I gotta look at it. I might. Maybe when I'm done with this, I might take a quick look. Well, depending on how late I go, I was thinking about recording a video, a YouTube video. Although I did just publish one just a little while ago, so it's not like I have to get a video done tonight. Yeah, that doesn't look right. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, so Corey starts his 5 o'clock stream, and he even asked me. He's like, "Hey, are you streaming tonight?" I was like, "Yeah, 8 p.m." And he's all right. Well, he was like, if he was still on, he would rate us. And I was like, "Oh, that's cool." I left the office, I don't know, like 5:30, maybe not 5:20, 5:30, somewhere around that time. Got home, got home, walked the dog, and then we realized we didn't really have anything in the house to eat that was, met our religious requirements. And by that I mean Catholic, and it's Friday. It was Friday during Lent. Okay. So went out to went to Long John Silver's. Because supposedly to go get wife was doing some stuff around the house, but I went to Long John Silver's supposedly to get something quickly. Oh my goodness, it took forever. I think I was in that line at least 45 minutes in the drive-through line. It's so slow. So got home from that, and then we while we were eating dinner, we watched the what did we watch? Coming to America 2. And that didn't end. I mean, yes, that is correct. just not allowed to eat meat. No, basically not allowed to have the pleasure of flesh is basically what it boils down to. And I never understood why fish, is okay, but meat is not. But it is what it is, right? Well, but that's been since biblical times, right? But now I always joke, because people ask me, right? Curious about the religion. It's like, oh, yeah, and I think that's part of what it comes to, right? People would ask me, it's like, well, how can you do that? You can't eat meat. You like meat, you can't eat meat on Friday. So I always joke. I'm like, yeah, it's it's tough being a good Catholic going to the fish fries on Friday evenings. Getting your fried fish and beer, right? $2.50. I can't remember. It's $2.50 draft beer. Can't really beat it, Almost kind of hard to remember because this is the second Lent during the pandemic. Oops. These are not snapped in all the way. Yeah. It's a sacrifice, I tell you. It's hard being a good Catholic, Now, with it being said, I will joke about my religion, but I actually take my religion seriously. No, I wasn't actually supposed to put those two pieces on yet, but that's all right. Like, for example, Ash Wednesday, Good Friday. Ash Wednesday, Good Friday, I fast. All that good stuff, right? Of course, I will say fasting has changed since I was a kid. When I grew up, fasting meant you didn't eat all day. And I don't know, maybe in the last 20 years, it's kind of changed. Mostly, honestly, for health reasons, right? The church has found that it's maybe not the most healthiest thing to not eat all day. Oh, I missed a part here. But, and it started with, I say 20 years, it hasn't even been that long. Because I remember maybe 10, 15 years ago, advice had changed, like my wife, and that's why, here's the thing, I could fast and not, because half the time I just forget to eat. It's not completely unusual, right? I just kind of forget to eat. If I, like when my wife goes home for, to the Philippines, I kind of get bad about it, and I kind of forget about it. I just get busy working, right? You'd be dead, you wouldn't forget to eat. I just start working and I don't even think about it, right? But so basically, what the church says nowadays is, it's that basically one modest meal, right? Just enough for substance. And obviously, still no meat. And I will say, I realize I'm borderline on talking a little bit about religion, but I'm not talking about why you should be one religion. I'm just talking about my religion. But I will say I've gotten questions of like, well, seems like a lot to do, for your religion and everything. Like, well, I believe in, I have faith in the religion, and if I have faith in religion, how bad is it really? I'm trying to make sure I'm doing this right. You got like that. Yeah, you can put these pieces on. Yeah, I guess that just slides. Kind of interesting. Okay. Here's where we're gonna. But I've always said, well, you know what? And again, knowing that the Bible is symbolic, but at the same rate, or used in symbology, I should say that way. There's the whole thing about, Jesus going to the desert for 40 days and not eating, right? And I'm like, well, you know what? If Jesus can do that for 40 days, I probably can have a day where I don't. Right? I'm probably doing all right. Okay, there we go. So that's going to go there. Then we're going to put together our. How do I have a sticker left over? That can't be right. So it is interesting. One little piece remaining. It probably is an extra part. Wouldn't surprise me. That's because that is the kind of piece that would normally be an extra piece. Just odd. There's only one. Actually, there's going to be two pieces because you get an extra pair of goggles. Okay, there we go. Get our hat. Okay, yeah. Cap on there. Goggles. It's weird, they kind of show it that way, but I think it looks better. I would say they show it like that. I think it looks better with goggles up, right? See her face. Oh, so we got, there's our bait. Oh. How in the world? I don't know how they have her holding that. There we go. Well, it's off of the. Pull those goggles up. Like so. There, I think that looks better that way. And I'm assuming one more step, which is going to be to put the plane on. Yep. Oh, okay, sure enough, it left a piece to mount this. There we go. All right, that must, I like that. There we go. So there's a look at that. You know, look at this camera here. I really like this. I think this looks really smart. You know, it's a really nice build to this thing. That is nice. Oh, hold on a second. No, extra parts is not unusual. Extra stickers can't be right. Hold on a second. I think yeah, okay. Let's see where it is. Get the tail number on there. There we go. All right. Well, that's I really like this. Sure enough, Sean, you missed this. So this was a gift with purpose, right? So you spent $100 starting today for the next, technically for the next 2 weeks. It's probably going to last the 2 weeks, but you get this free. So that's a really nice set you get for free. All right. Again, I'd like to really, this is neat. I do think this is probably my favorite, not probably, this is my favorite gift for purchase. By far, I think. All right. Well, let's go from that. Let's put this one. Well, let's start. We're not going to finish this one tonight. I don't think. You know, this is 2,500, 1,200 pieces. Not that many pieces, really. Let me get that open, and then let's. So this is what I bought to get the Amelia Earhart. Whoops. Project at. Okay, switch our projects. All right. Get our parts out, store them. Boy, one's a really big bag. That's all. That's just bag one. That bag one will go quickly. It's almost a letdown. Okay, 8 number bags, 9 bags, 9 outer bags. Probably about 12 to 14 total bags to include the inner ones. Almost didn't even put bag 2 away. I think bag 1's mostly, what do I call it? Minifigs. It is. And a snow speeder. Or I forget if that's what they call it, but yeah. All right. We got our instructions ready to go. Probably don't need to sort this as much. It's cool that there's 6 minifigs, I think, in this set. But as I was mentioning earlier, at the beginning of the stream, I debated getting this set because the rumors are there's a big UCF ad coming, like late summer. Now, no one knows if that's the case, because even the rumor of what is coming has changed several times. I was actually, at the store today, and I was talking to one of the employees, and which he was like, "Yeah, he doesn't know." Not those. Well, sure enough, if he did, it's good he didn't say anything, because that would be bad. Lego's really big about their secrets, right? Which makes sense, right? You got these Chinese companies that knock them off. I mean, sometimes they'll have their knockoff before Lego even releases them, which has got to be frustrating, right? Do all that work to get the sets designed and cleared, especially like a Star Wars set, and you get it clear through Disney/Lucas, which that's not an easy process. All right, let's see here. So like I debated it because, General Louis Vuitton, Lego. Well, I'll tell you, that's the interesting part about the Lego community. Is the Lego community is very adamant about, how you got to use Lego. Right now, funny, there's a guy on YouTube who I like watching and following and so forth, and he'll use knockoff Lego for these milk plates, because you got a whole bunch of bricks underneath, right? So it's like, he's like, I'll use those because, you don't see it, right? It's underneath, so that, and it's a whole lot cheaper than the authentic stuff. There you go. So we got our Luke Skywalker here. And of course, the reason why I know that is because here's the lightsaber. There we go. There's our first minifig, Luke Skywalker. Nice printing on both both sides of the body and on the pants. Okay, and then we're gonna build. Just curious here. And I'm just looking at instructions here. I'm just kind of curious. Yeah, it's interesting. They don't really tell you to build the Stormtrooper twice, although you definitely are. There's that one. Show it after I build the second one here. since of course these are the exact same because they're stormtroopers, right? There we go. So there we got stormtrooper. And there's 2 of those so far. I forget what is the mix-up. Yeah, so 2 snowtroopers, 2 AT-AT drivers, and then General Veers. And then Luke Skywalker. All right, so I see we're going to build a gun turret. Take this piece. That's an interesting piece. That's actually the piece I'm looking for. This is really interesting. Look at this. So we got, and this is really hard to see because it's black, but you got the studs on the side, but then you also got this piece in the bottom that sticks out. I'm curious what they call this piece. Hold on a second. Now I've got to look this up because I'm just, I'm curious what they call this. Let's see here. Let me find this. So now let's take a look at BrickLink. Type in those numbers. So it's 605 1527. So this is a minifigure weapon gun blaster, 1x2 by 2/3 with studs on the side and handle. Oh, so it's considered to be a blaster. Well, the more you know. Which, now I see how they're going to use it. It makes sense to me. It's going to be actually the firing mechanism for this weapon here. What was that on my watch here? I had, oh, okay, just people going live. Okay. It's got some interesting pieces in this. Yeah, exactly. Now you, Sean, you still haven't seen whatchamacallit. I think we talked about it before. You don't have Disney Channel, so you have not seen Mandalorian because they do a whole bit about that in the Mandalorian. Yeah. And there we go. So there's our blaster. And so now here you can see that piece that we were using, right? It's the, like I say, it's the firing mechanism. Yeah, they say they do a good job of making fun, which is so funny. I mean, to be, it's canon now, right? So it's good to see that, Star Wars can, or Lucasfilms can make fun of itself. course, sure enough, with you not having Disney Plus, means you also was not able to watch WandaVision. I enjoyed that. I gotta admit, first 2 episodes, I said it here, can't remember if I probably said it in this stream. I might have said it in my other channel, but I wasn't really sure about it, right? I was kind of like, I don't, it wasn't that I didn't like the show, but I was kind of like, I don't see where they're going with it. Boy, they did a really good job with that show. And, granted, I mean, we already knew that Wanda, was going to be in the next Doctor Strange movie. So, but they helped set that up. And it's interesting because they didn't blatantly set it up. But you can, there's already theories and stuff, but you can kind of see, you can see some avenues they can take to take it. So I really liked, I liked the way how it came to be. But they did a good job with that. It is interesting to see, talk about different kind of TV making, right? Normally you make an episodic show. I should say an episodic. Episodic means something different. You do a show that's in episodes, right? Usually the intent is how many seasons can you get, right? Get those renewals and everything. And spoiler alert, there is only 1 season of WandaVision. I won't go further into it because, like I say, there could be someone watching who still wants to watch it and just hasn't had a chance to yet. But I don't think that's spoilerish. I guess a good point to note is, knowing that fact, but they did a good job with it, right? And the nice part is, shows sometimes they just don't, they can be good shows, but don't get picked up for one reason or another. That's not unusual with, science fiction type shows. There were several, I can't remember off the top of my head, but there were several I remember watching where I was even listening to podcasts about the shows and everything, and then they wouldn't get renewed. And it was, it made sense because it was great for fans like myself, but for the general population, not really the kind of shows people, the general population likes. So it's great to see a show that knows that it's going to be 1 season. And as such, was built with that in mind. And so they put together, basically, so it was, I would assume 10 episodes, but I think it was actually 9. I think it is 9 episodes. So what so you're talking like a couple hours of TV time. Or actual content, that's what I'm trying to say. So it's kind of like an extended movie, So putting this together, it makes me want to go over to the Star Wars cabinet I've got, arcade cabinet, because that's one of the things is flying these speeders, but the jungle versions. I seem to have quite a few pieces here. Great time. No, that is all. That is this whole thing. That looks pretty darn cool. Hold on a second. There are pieces here that didn't even use anything like it in here. Really makes me wonder if I missed pieces or not. Huh. No? Huh. Well, that's interesting. I mean, usually have extra pieces. I mean, these are... Oops. You know, we got pieces that we just didn't even use anything like, right? I mean, you know, like the roller skate, right? We didn't use any of those. Huh, that's interesting. All right, well, so there we go. We've got the, you know, land speeder, right? Which, you know, we could probably wouldn't make sense to have a weapon in his hand when he's touring this. There we go. All right. Now we're going to start building the body of this thing. All right, it looks like, yeah, we basically we're building the inner structure at this point here, which would make sense. I just realized, I should change the, whoops. It's updating the stream information, stream title. I'm curious. I didn't look at how tall this thing is actually going to be. I have no idea if it's actually going to fit where I'm going to try to put it. Because at the moment, I essentially have a dedicated bookshelf with Star Wars stuff, LEGO Star Wars stuff. I'm hoping I can put this up there. You're guessing 10 inches tall? Yeah, I'm really not sure. You know, separate. I can look this up. Let's see here. Seven 5 2 8 8. Let's see. It's over 13 inches, 34 centimeters. That's 14 and a half inches long and 5.5 inches wide. It's a good size. It's a set, which I mean, it's an ad. It should be good and tall. We'll have to see how well it fits up there. Although I will say, I mean, the bookshelf I'm talking about, so it's a dark brown, little dark brown bookshelf, and then the other one, which you can kind of see behind me. I mean, you can see the dark brown bookshelf, and that's immediately behind me, and then behind that, or next to that, is my big IKEA bookshelf. Well, it's not a bookshelf actually; it's a wardrobe. It actually might not be so bad to put it up somewhere there because I get the white background, so I can, make it like a snow, a Hoth theme. Have to find, they're not selling it right now, but you have to find like a, snow speeder. Oh, I do like, make me think of some dioramas I've seen people do with these sets. I've actually seen where they've got like, like walking at like a dog. But I've also seen, and again, I've got this marked as family friendly, so I will keep this family friendly, but, whether you get the ad at, go in the bathroom. I just find that funny. Yeah, exactly. See, my belly's good for stuffing and it stops pieces from falling off the table. All right. Okay. So bag number 2. Start with Technopins. So fun. Not really. This is why when I was at the LEGO store today and I was trying to decide what to buy, and I gotta admit, I do, they got a new Porsche 911. They were like, it just came out. And they had that in stock, and I thought about getting that, but You know, and it's just all those Technic pins. I'm like, oh goodness. So it's a love-hate relationship with Technic pins. I mean, the good part is it allows you to build some really nice things. 2, 4, 6, 8. But they're also a little bit annoying to deal with. But it's not as bad as a true Technic set. Goodness, those sets are just difficult. Right. Goodness, come on. There we go. Okay. Two, 4, 6, 8. 40 bucks. And of course, the hardest part is after building on these for a while, you can get to your fingers, you know, it's. Well, this set, I don't expect us to be doing that many pins. It's going to bother our fingers. Kind of like the Technic sets were, or the Technic pieces were, you know, in this part here where of course we're building the structure. Again, like I said, that makes sense because you want that strong inner structure. Let's see here. Two of those. These two and these two. All right, so what are we doing here? This. There we go. More? Oh, never mind. I don't know why I was thinking that didn't make sense. Okay. It's interesting. I don't know, either never noticed that before, like the little indents. I don't know if I just never noticed that before in these slope pieces, or these slope pieces are different. I'm pretty sure I've not seen that before. I hope it's, I just never noticed that. That would be pretty bad, but not that I've used slopes that much, but enough you would think I would have noticed it by now. Go. Let's see here. Just checking something here. Yep. I will say this, based upon the aftertaste I've got going on in my body tonight, might have put a little bit too much garlic tonight in tonight's dinner. It was a good dinner though. Did something. I mean, I made hamburgers, and it's not like I made them fresh. Yeah, exactly. Well, it's not burps. So it's not, like I said, it's not like it's a horrible experience I'm having tonight, but I can definitely tell I had garlic, all right? But, so I think it was there. But, I can't remember the last time I actually made like my own patties and everything. I normally, well, actually, we don't have hamburgers that often here at the house. It's been a long time since I've had a hamburger of any quality. And the problem with most hamburgers is they're not really seasoned, right? I mean, it's I always remember. I think it was a commercial. Yeah, commercial for like, I can't remember. Maybe a steak sauce or something. I want to say it was like for A1 steak sauce. Now, grant you, as a general rule, my thoughts are a steak should be flavored enough that you don't need steak sauce. But at any rate, I remember this commercial. Part of the commercial was, they were talking about you could use it with hamburgers, and they were like, because what is hamburger? It's not chopped ham, right? It's chopped steak, right? I don't know why I still remember that. But point being is that, so often you get these hamburgers and they're not very well flavored, or like if I'll buy patties, I'll season the outside, which is good, but not the same thing as if you season the meat really well. And I basically season the meat as if I was making steak. except for I don't normally have chopped garlic. Normally normally for steak, what I do is I'll actually have cloves of garlic that I put into the pan with the steak I'm making. And because that in itself gives flavor to the meat. And you could, well, I need to figure out a way how to roast them a little bit better. They don't roast enough. What is this? I think maybe I'm using a different piece. I am, because I was supposed to put this on here. That's why. Where was this going though? Right here. But like today, I looked at like the Gordon Ramsay recipes, and from his recipes, I should be honest with you, I didn't put as much as what he had in his recipe. Well, I think I'd be dead now if I put as much as he had in that recipe. Either that, I need to look at that recipe again. Maybe I read it wrong. I was saying the only problem with my burger tonight was I overcooked mine. And I wasn't paying attention. I just accidentally overcooked mine. It's hard because my wife, she likes her meat well done. And of course, I like mine the right way, medium rare, like it should be. Which does remind me, programming notes. So talked about earlier, right? Next Friday, March 12th, we'll be doing, well, okay, before I even get to that, I'll probably be streaming a little bit more, although not necessarily this week. So one of the things I decided, I don't always build on stream. Like for example, I finished I did the first couple bags, first 4 or 5 bags of the police station last week in the stream, and I ended up, because I was building here or there, ended up building it, completing it off stream. At the end of the day, I'm not going to do that anymore. And some of it is I just didn't feel like streaming, right? And it wasn't my scheduled time. But I have decided that if I'm building, now I might be doing some other stuff around the like setting, that type of stuff, but if I'm building, I'll be streaming. So there is a potential, although maybe Tuesday, because I will say, well, Monday, Wednesday, Friday is Tail and Code nights, although Friday is going to be a different day. Thursday, I will be attending Tulsa.net. And even if that ends early, which the last one's any indication, it's not going to end any time early at all. I actually had the one the other week, I actually had to cut out because I needed one of those nights where I needed to get some decent sleep. That's what I had going on the next day. But, how do you want this going on here? And do I have this right? Maybe like that. Yeah, okay. So there's that, right? You know, should be streaming a little bit more, although, you know, my schedule is kind of crazy. Again, man, I sometimes debate streaming like one night less on Taylor and Co., but I'm not going to do that. I am going to try to do BricksWithChad on Sunday evenings, but I purposely don't schedule it so far because of things just come up. A lot of times I'll have, commitments inside the house I got to keep up with. So long story short, where I was getting to with all that. So next Friday, we will be doing a joint stream with Taylor and Code. And the goal, and we'll see how long my wife lets this happen. The goal is a 25-hour stream. So I'll start. Basically, it'll start when I get up in the morning on Friday, March 12th, and I will go. Say, goal is 25 hours. We'll see if we can, if I'm allowed to finish that off. Heard cool things about Taylor and Code. Yeah, I kind of like it. So like so, it'll be a joint stream. I still gotta set that up. I gotta try to take care of that tomorrow. But so I'm gonna be look just like that guy. So yeah, I'm looking to use StreamYard because with that I gotta pay for it. So that I can get there we go. So that's bag number 2. Bag number 2. Picture of this. Let's see here. Pictures. Let's make the captain. Any ideas what I'm building tonight? Okay. So, so like that, I'm gonna have StreamYard, so the 2 channels will be up and running at the same time. Broadcasting each other's as I'm doing the respective parts. And basically what I'm thinking is open the flag. Four hours Taylor and Code, then a break. 4 hours of and really the break is 15-minute break, but then 4 hours of BricksWithChad and vice, back and forth. All right. Does mean there will be one segment more of BricksWithChad, which I think that makes sense. Is that right? Yeah, I guess somehow it makes sense. And really, those breaks, I mean, like I'm putting a 15-minute break, but that more than anything else is for me to go between the office and the Lego room. Give me a chance to be able to go to the bathroom, that kind of stuff. Because even though it's funny, I'll sit there and I'll do a 6-hour stream and won't even think about it, and won't take a break. But figure trying to do it all day long one. Yeah, I probably should get away from the desk. I know when I do tail end code, I can't do it so much on this stream, but when I do tail end code, I do try to, if I do a 6-hour stream, I try to at least stand for an hour of that. And to be honest, it's more of me remembering to stand up than anything else. And then here, I don't have a standing desk down here, so it doesn't really work as well. So, and then, the goal, and this should be extremely doable, whether we're done with this ad or not come Friday, I'm going to work on something different. I'm going to work on I have one other little thing I'm going to build, but the primary thing we'll work on the Lego channel will be the bookshelf modular building. Thought it'd be kind of cool to see if we can actually finish it in a stream. Should be able to. It's been taking me about 10 to 12 hours to do a modular. But normally, actually, I figure since I'll be streaming the whole thing, I'll probably be more efficient, even with the conversations and yakking around. Because when I build and I'm just building by myself, I'm usually watching TV at the same time, and there will be times where I really slow down because I start watching the show or the movie or whatever I'm watching. But again, one of the Facebook groups I'm on, there was conversation of like, how long does such and such take to build? And of course, I was like, well, however long it takes to build, right? Which I actually was the police station, and the person was like, oh, it's my first big build, trying to figure out, if I'm, they were like, yeah, it seems like I'm taking longer, maybe, I was like, well, if it's your first big build, it's definitely gonna take longer. Because, these bigger builds, they get more intricate, especially the buildings, more details to them. Those details take time, but that's part of it's the good part about it, right? Sometimes you look at it as a financial benefit, it's part of my value of, a a good set to take a good amount of time to build. Now, with that being said, I mean, second set, definitely take a good time to build. I'm kind of like, oh my goodness, can I get this done? Yeah, exactly. 1 in 10 hours. Well, I will say, we're talking about build time. I thought, I gotta look at my timer, but I did think that the definitely felt like time was flying by. Even though I was taking my time building that set, the bags were. They were a little bit smaller, right? As far as number of bricks in each bag. Although it's it's a big set, it's just it's comparable to as far as piece count to the other set. So it's not like it was a lower count or anything. But I mean that in a good way, right? It's like they were more detailed in what each bag was doing. Instead of doing a lot in a step, you were doing more, a little more detail in each work in each bag, which just made it really, really cool. I mean, like I said, I really like that build. Either tonight or more likely tomorrow, I'm going to record a review on my YouTube channel. Although, as I mentioned earlier, I did a video right before on the stream, and I realized as I was prepping to go on the stream, I forgot to turn the mic on. Okay, we have a stream, so we'll just leave that there in the box. So I'm like, yeah, well, it was a short video. The only thing is it was a haul video, where you're showing off what you bought, which is a popular thing on YouTube. So like, showing off this set and the set I just built. So I can still do it. Like, here's the box. Ignore the fact it's already opened. Or I might not just do the whole video. I don't know. But that's part of it. Like, I gotta see how long I stream tonight. Because I could say I'm gonna do a short stream, and then I'm already close to 2 hours already. Or no, I am over 2 hours at this point, I guess. But well, it's hard to see what you're doing. There we go. What was I going to say? Yeah, I'm not really good about keeping myself to short streams. Or I do stuff like I know people actually were worried I was upset at somebody or something. I streamed not too long ago on Tail and Code, and that was a short stream. I only did 2.5, 3 hours. Which doesn't seem that short, but for me that's short, because I normally do a short stream there is normally 4 hours. And I got a couple of people asked, "Is everything all right? Are you okay?" And we did come up to a problem with the code, and I was kind of having to rethink some things. Which was good that I did that, right? And that's why I was like, I'm just going to end it. All right. Why sit here and just struggle with this? in the end, that actually was a very good decision, because I mean, I was going to go down this really weird path of, oh, I'll do all this stuff and, you know, fix this and do it this way and all that, this and that. And after stepping away from it and coming back to it, you know, I realized there was a much easier, you know, much better way. So this should be here. This should be here. So I'm just making sure. I'm guessing these seats are not lined up. I'm just checking that here. That's definitely one over. That's one over. Okay. I just find it interesting. Oh no! I mean, no. It was definitely nice to see people. You know, like, hey, are you all right? Is there, you know, everything okay? We skipped a step. How did I skip that step? But yeah, this is interesting. The seats, they're not symmetrical, right? I mean, they're off, and that, I just find that wrong, right? I mean, that doesn't seem right for a military vehicle to not have everything symmetrical. At least as I see it now. Wow, I skipped the very first step. Two, 4, 6, 8, 11. I will say, you know, one of the reasons why I stream so much and I stream for so long is, I'll tell you what, it is a really great crowd that I've got on Taylor and Code. I really appreciate everyone who comes in. I mean, Sean is there most nights, even if he's just quote unquote lurking and he really is not paying any attention because he's busy with everything else. But you know, there's a group that is just really dedicated to being there. I've gotten to the point, I feel bad if I, you know, like for example, I didn't stream. I'm just checking this. Oh man, I did this wrong. I think I only have to take this one out, but this is going to be kind of hard to take out. I'll actually feel bad if I don't stream in the evening, you know, when I'm supposed to stream. Well, this is going to be interesting. There we go. Okay. That goes back there. So now I've got like that. Because these are not the same lineup on both sides. And I did not pay attention to that the first time. Yeah, admittedly, I feel bad if I skip a stream. No. Anything in here? I'm not supposed to have this one here. Oh, goodness. All right. And you know, doing all this. That was definitely new for him. Take that apart. It helps pay attention. Okay. Back to where we're at. Basically, step 38 now. Oh, so I was talking about programming. So yeah, so next Friday we're gonna do hopefully a 25-hour stream. We'll see if I'm allowed to finish that up. If the one who must be obeyed allows that to happen. And I don't mean in the sense that like she's mean or anything. It's she cares for me too much sometimes, right? You know, what are you doing to yourself? Well, she's right. But most likely, really doubt there will be a stream next Saturday. Some of which will be in the manner of probably will need to relax. How in the world? Oh, I see what you're saying. You know, but the other part is actually because my birthday falls on a Friday near Lent this year. We're not going to, we're not going to go out eat on Friday. Instead, we're going to go out to eat. Grant you, can have a nice seafood meal. But we're going to go to a restaurant called Swizzle. It's actually a newer restaurant. Sometime last year. No, I mean, with it being said, it's actually okay. It's considered a new restaurant. It's really just a remodel. I don't even think it's technically even new ownership. Although it is, well, it is because it's in a hotel. Here we go. So we've been wanting to try this place out. Actually, because of changes in my daughter's life that affected us, because she's no longer a boyfriend she had for 5 years, 6 years, 5 years or so. They're no longer together. We've had the habit of going to his family's house for Thanksgiving. And I would assume we would have been going over there if they were still together. But with that, although again, with the pandemic, who knows? So we had made reservations for Thanksgiving to eat at this place. It's got a really nice view. It's I'm only applying the URL and the peak count from my user group. Yes, exactly. Yep. You gotta get both numbers. I get why they asked the viewer person, attendance count, but I kind of wish they didn't ask that. It's such a pain to keep track of all that. You get good numbers out of it, but I don't know how much, especially this year, I don't know how much I would worry about it. You do know it's not required for us to put that information in this year, right? It is optional. You are already renewed. But I was planning on doing mine. But with that being said, the difference of getting a higher number count. Well, I'll look at that email again, but I could have swore the email said that it was optional. Now you got me wondering. I have it in my head that it's optional. Now, it doesn't mean that I'm right. Let's see if I can find that email real quick. It'd be renewal. Let's see here. That is not it. Not that one. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, we will not have a formal review. The impact you made through the community activities over the course of the year is still very important to us and will help us support continued engagement opportunities. With this in mind, we would like to ask you to continue. So they're asking us still submit it so they have an accurate picture of participation community. If you do wish to opt out of the program, okay, let's see if you want to opt out. So it is essentially optional. Right? They want it for their numbers, right? They want to, and I get what they want. They want to show their value to Microsoft. Like I said, I was intending on doing it anyways. With that being said, I haven't done it yet. It's only March 6th, but I really need to get that done. Well, that didn't work very well. This is not the easiest piece to get in. This is an interesting piece because it's like a rubber gasket type piece. There we go. I guess my point of that whole thing is, and grant you, it's a good number that you get to add on with the .NET Virtual Group. But since it's only being used I think it's really only used for aggregate values, not for individual values. It's an interesting piece we're building here. That is really kind of interesting contraption we've built here. Yeah. Yeah, I've got I have 3 this month. I got popular real quickly. Well, 2 of those have been scheduled for a while, although I'll tell you, the Austin .NET group seems to be a little bit unorganized. Like I know earlier this week it wasn't even on the website, on the meetup site, the meeting. I'm like, all right, well, you know, I'm ready. I am glad I watched. I was telling you, I need to go and watch the videos because I can't remember how I did my demos. I am glad I watched the videos. I was watching that tonight or earlier today, and I was like, oh, okay. And sad part is, if I just looked at my repository more, I saw it. Somehow I didn't notice that I did kind of like the pluralsight model where, you know, if you download the files, they'll have like the before module and the after module. That's essentially how I built that up. So basically I've got a base because I don't want to write all the code because that would take too long to write all the code during, you know, that I need for the demo. Like all the boilerplate code and all that. And you know, I said this last year, but sure enough, I have got to get, you know, I got to get better. One thing, not getting them all entered. I got to get better. Well, I'm not bad. I mean, this is going to make it sound worse than it is, but I need to get better at keeping my list all organized of like all my contributions. Now, admittedly, it used to be, you know, first couple times were a lot easier. Before I started doing Twitch, it was a lot easier. Because the speaking stuff was all in one place. The hardest part for that was just keeping up with the numbers, right? You know, how many attendees did I have? Well, that wasn't a good knot, was it? Let's try that again. Not doing a very good job of getting the string strung. There we go. Okay. So what I need to do is, you know, Twitch has some really not that they need all those numbers, but Twitch has some really nice numbers. Problem is, it doesn't stay in your dashboard for long. I started to do something and I didn't keep it up. I need to do something to keep better track of it. Now, like I said, I kept all the stream summary emails, and the purpose was so that I would have those numbers. The only problem is those numbers are not complete, right? Because people, not that I expect a whole lot of people to do this, but oh goodness. you know, people can watch the videos afterwards, and it, you know, adds to your viewer count. Not that I really expect that many people to go in and, you know, watch a 6-hour stream afterwards. Goodness. Oh, I didn't even notice you asked me another question. Sorry, while I am talking, I am like focused on this, tying this, getting a good knot in the string here. There we go. All right. And then we're going to wrap this up. Yeah, whatever. Well, I was hard getting that. I got big, clumsy fingers. Not really. I'm 5'6". My hands can only be so big, you know. Okay, that should be good. So what I find interesting, I wonder if this is what I think it is. I mean, almost look. I mean, I'm assuming, you know, this is, you know, the string. You can't see this. I mean, so narrow, but I'm assuming the string is actually for, you know, for Luke to be, you know, where he, you know, does the hook, get up the. Where is this going? Yeah, it's going to go in here. That's a talk about tight squeeze in here. Goodness gracious. Yeah, you know, I got to admit, I'm going to have a fun time putting on my. Well, I've got my website, but I don't have all the numbers. So I'm going to have to. I got bad. I was, for the longest time, I was keeping a spreadsheet where I had all the speaking engagements with the numbers and all that kind of stuff. And I got bad about it this year. I did not keep that up to date. Now, with it being said, the only, well, I've got a couple speaking engagements where I don't necessarily have numbers. Everything else, most of my speaking engagements were user groups, and so you know there are meetups, so I can, you know, I can go to meetup and I can see, I can really see how many people suppose, you know, were RSVP'd at least. Goodness, this is a tight squeeze here. There we go. Yeah, no, I agree. I agree with you there, buddy. I guess the only thing, you know, and I don't want to get too much into it because some of this, you know, so far we haven't said anything that's NDA, but maybe borderline, you know, they're not allowing changes of category. And I really did want to talk to Betsy about that this year. I really wanted to see the possibility of getting moved over to Azure. Since that's, you know, mostly what I talk about is Azure. This is not supposed to be in here. Oh no, this could be a problem. This pin, I really completely screwed these up. Oh no, oh no, oh no. This could really be a problem. And if I can get the tool in, it'll be easy to get that out, but You're preempting me, huh? To me, it's only an oof if I have to pull apart. I think I've got it set that. Because didn't I already have an oof? No, yeah. Yeah, or. Now I forget. Did it increase the oof number? Because I can't remember if I think I have that set to only broadcaster. I do know. I think. I'm pretty sure that but as you can see, I was able to do it without having to pull it apart. It was a close one. Is this going through that? No, oh no. Okay, well, hold on. Before I get too excited, let's see if I can. I mean, I just got the string on the wrong side of the thing here. I have a paper clip, that would be great, but I do not. Not down here, at least. There we go. That will do it. Okay. So basically what they're telling you is to string this through the hole right here. Not that you can probably see that on the camera. How in the world? Where is that all going? I'll trust them, but okay. Okay, I see where it's going to go. Now, I gotta admit, I don't know why did I only allow broadcaster to do the oof? I think we did discuss it while we were building it, but I can't remember. All right, there we go. Now we got the rope coming all the way through. And again, I'm pretty sure that what you use for Luke Skywalker's, you know, so he can plant the bomb inside the... Okay, now we're gonna... I'll probably need a little more slack here. So I find it kind of funny that it's... I mean, I get why they did this way, but I find it funny that it's a winch within the... inside the body of the... I mean, he had to do it some way, but I just find it funny. All right, now we're going to use this piece. Just give myself a little more room. And again, tie another knot. This should be fun. Let's double knot this. That should give it a good strong hold. Try that again. Goodness. Now this is why LEGO rope is good, because you can do some some interesting things with it. But why most people don't like work with it. Yeah, I definitely need to get another knot on here, but boy, I'm having the hardest time. There we go. That should do it. All right. Now I got the dangling there. Let's back up. And later on, I'll get some scissors because I got a little bit too much on the edge there. Snip that a little bit more. Okay. Back to regular building. Nope. Goes over one more. That over there, just pull it out of the way. Go. I'll say this, so the first two bags, so I'm like, oh, this is going really quick. Who knows? Maybe we'll build this all tonight. Now I'm like, oh, this is taking longer than I thought. Okay, I'm going to flip this upside down. Well, does this thing easily fall back into that hole? That's why I'm like, oh, I'm going to be careful with that. Just like that. So another similar contraption here. No, not in a line because that's the wrong size. But this one's gonna have a longer piece. Almost looks like a Millennium Falcon shape. All right. Where are these going? Where are these going? Ah, like I said, for the life of me, I'm looking straight at the book. I'm like, I don't see where these are supposed to be going. I see it. It's no, so this step does not, you know, they're not, you know, I don't know why all the way at step 81, just now noticing that they don't have the, you know, part you're doing outlined in, you know, in red. I much appreciate when they do like that. For like what I was just doing, for life of me, I could not see where I was supposed to put those last two pieces. Okay, so it goes like that. That. Okay. Being kind of curious what this is. Just put that down for a second. Looks like. Here. And I still don't see what we're building just yet. What in the world? Because it goes there. That's why. That's why. Gotta put it in the right place. Does work a whole lot better when you put it in the right place. Goodness. Probably not coming on the stream because I got the noise cancellation going on, but someone, expressway's not that far from my house. Someone is going at an extremely fast speed. Because I'm also not that close to the expressway. I should be able to hear that engine roar as well as I did. Oh, man. Yeah, some of these pieces are stuck subtle to see what the difference is. Turn it over so it heads in the same direction that the instructions had it. A little easier to figure out exactly where they want me to put pieces. What are they wanting me to put on there? 104. I have a feeling I might have put here. No, that definitely was the right piece there. Put the spacer so I know where I'm at. We might have screwed up a part there. Yeah. Looks like this should have been that piece there. Well, that doesn't look right either. Oh, okay, because I'm okay, there we go. Minor one, but I did have to. Take it off. Go. All right. Let's see. Well, I tell you, just got a quick update about, bracketology for basketball. Boy, I tell you, it's crazy to see Louisville's year this year. Just in the, started off with a really high hopes and everything, and some is just with COVID has just caused some issues, other teams too, but had some weird losses, teams that we had no business losing to. Just checking something here real quick. Sorry, just checking some things here. All right, well, that is what it is. All right. How is this supposed to go here? Yeah, like that. Yeah, this is a little bit tricky the way how this all comes together. Like, I think I screwed this all up. Something can't be right here. Let's see here. So we were at this. Go back to this. Now I've got this right here. You do like that. Ah, I'm missing that it's got a flip on the other side. There we go. So then you have like that. And that's going to go there. Yeah, it was a small oof, but it was an oof. Now this is kind of a good sense. This is kind of a tricky set. All right, and that finishes bag number 3. All right, I'm looking. Let's see here. It's 11:55. Let's see. How big is bag 4? I don't think. It's bigger than I would. Let's go ahead and at least start bag 4. I don't know if we're gonna. You may or may not finish bag 4. Well, there does seem to be a bunch of pieces. I actually think that this one's a little bit more straightforward. Just looking at what the end result from bag 4 is. Famous last words though, right? And I can admit, some of the reason why, no, agreed. But, and here's the thing. So like the Technic sets kind of drive me crazy. And it's partly because they are just so darn hard, right? I mean, they're very intricate generally. And it is so easy to make a mistake that just really messes you up, right? But like this has been a good challenging, right? I mean, it's been fun. Plus, I mean, I'm building something I've always wanted. I've always wanted to add it, right? I mean, who doesn't want to add that at their house? Admittedly, it would have been nice to have they add that when when all the snow came. I could have took it outside and got some cool pictures. The big old wheel. Interesting the way how this piece is molded. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to come through. But there's like a, you can see it's like two pieces that got fused together somehow. I don't know how that works, but at least that's what it looks like. I have to realize earlier, I normally have a little garbage bag, but I put my all these bags. I threw them earlier today when I cleaned up the Lego room. I threw the one out that I've been using, and I didn't replenish when I started. That is probably one of the hardest parts, keep maintaining is your meth, because you get all these bags and everything. I gotta admit, I'm definitely not necessarily a environmentalist, but it'd be nice if Lego could figure out a way. I know that's hard because I wouldn't want to get rid of bags per se. But I got a big stack of bags sitting down here, right? And here we go. I mean, we're gonna open up another one. All right, so there's some way to not have so many bags. Now I know, they got a new video series, right? I don't know. I haven't really looked into it, what exactly this thing is. It's definitely not up my alley. I'm not gonna, and not like the microfibers, where I thought the microfibers were a little too childish, and I built one and I just absolutely loved it. But these are like the idea you can do it. You kind of do. I was about to say Vine videos. Is Vine even still around? Similar like TikTok videos you can do. I don't know how exactly it works, because like I say, it's child friendly somehow. But what was I going with? Oh, they actually put them in cardboard boxes, the minifigs for it. And this is kind of upsetting in the Lego community, because Lego makes the collectible minifig series. They got some neat minifigs in those. So, well, neat in a sense. A lot of them I don't want anything to do with, because they're all different, and that stuff. I don't collect minifigs, and I want minifigs that look appropriate in my Lego city, right? But people, so when you buy them, same thing with these new video things, right? You don't know what you're buying, right? Because it's a mystery bag type thing, which is to kind of add to the fun of it, right? You got a mystery bag, you don't know what you got. But the minifig collectors, they've kind of made an art form of actually filling the bag, try to fill the pieces, so they can figure out which one they've got and all this kind of stuff. And they take it to the extreme. So obviously with the boxes, you can't do that, right? So it's left some in the Lego community upset. Although I saw someone do a video, and I don't know. She was supposed to do a follow-up, and she might have. I'm even drawing blank. I can sort of picture the name, but I can't think of what the name is on YouTube. But But she was saying she heard rumors that yeah, I put that in the right place. That let me make sure I turn this right direction. If you found it, you know, a container box, right, that hasn't been disturbed, that a whole row or whole column was all unique, right? And so, I don't know. Like I said, I didn't see a follow-up video. It probably is, and I will watch it, you know, when I see it. But because she does good videos. But I just thought it was interesting that people are looking for ways to, you know, make sure they get all the individual all the individual minifigs. Yeah, I mean, and rightfully so. I mean, Lego's expensive, and not have to pay a fortune for it, right? Okay, what is it wanting me to do here? It's got an arrow down. I don't know if it just wants me to set it there. Must be. Okay. Just making sure. Yeah, I guess it's just telling you to put it down where I'd already put it without even it telling me that. Okay, yeah, because here's where you can connect it. So there you go. Oh, you can't do that very well. I guess you can see it better here from the side view camera. Connect those pieces. But I will say, I mean, we're talking about these collectible minifigs. I do have, and I bought it from resellers, so I got something in particular. But I bought it for a particular purpose, right? So we got this guy here, all right? You know, so Lego Man. But I'm gonna eventually. Well, there's a Lego set that makes a Lego store. And I'm going to take that, open one, and I'm going to actually customize it I've already built it, but I'm going to take it, I'm going to customize it so that it's got to close down, you know, fix it up a little bit. And nothing wrong with the set. The set looks awesome. I just wanted to fit into my city. But so I want this guy, you know, this Lego guy that I was talking about. Right, I want him like outside the Lego store, right? You know, prompting people to go inside, type thing. Did I? No. So turn this around. Yeah, so that's right. I must have somehow missed putting a pin in. I'm confused. They're showing these over on that side too. Did I skip a step here? Again? I must have. The music stopped. I really already run through all that music. I loaded quite a bit of music. Or at least I thought I did. Well, I've been streaming for 3 hours. Yeah, 3 hours, quite a bit of time. Should be enough music. All right. Oh, huh. We'll put a stopper to tell me where I was at. Yeah, right here. Here we go. I think. Yeah. Yeah, so it kind of messes up. Not to the point of an oof, because I'm not having to pull apart the piece. It's just like I'm missing steps here. Okay, so, or maybe I just skipped too far in the instructions. Because like I said, I did not put a. Okay, I didn't put something to keep my place where I was at, what step I was on. I think I figured it out. Okay, get that. Okay, now I think I'm caught back up where I'm supposed to be. Okay. Let's see. Right. And I'm assuming this is part of the legs, but looks really interesting at this point. And that's why I usually don't have my email open up. Luckily, I'm not screen sharing, but not usually. It was just Neighborhood's email. Neighborhood's not the name of that app. Or Nextdoor, or whatever it is. I don't know. Usually about the same stuff all the time. Okay. Oh, okay, one of those 4 times. One of those. These. 4 of these. And also 4 of these. Well, 16. All right, just pay a little bit of attention to the time because actually I want a little bit of ice cream, especially with this garlic aftertaste that's been going on all night long. That, and actually I haven't had ice cream in a really long time. I kind of been, was it last Friday? Yeah, it was last Friday. We were. I see a pin I missed. We were out at this new seafood restaurant. One of the places does like a seafood boils. Right, theirs is a New Orleans style seafood boil. Really good. Good price. I mean, especially for the price. Really impressed. But one of the things they had for dessert was ice cream, and I was like, I remember telling my wife, like, ice cream sounds really good, even though we were full. I was like, ice cream sounds good, and I was like, well, why don't you get some? Like, well, I'm really in the mood to pay $3 for 1 or 2 scoops of ice cream when I go to Kroger, right next door, and get a whole gallon, or half gallon, whatever it is, for the same price, And sure enough, while I was out today, getting stuff I was going to cook for dinner, I got some ice cream. Well, desserts. I have to imagine desserts, as a general rule, are a revenue or a profit maker for restaurants in general. Not everywhere, right? But see the prices they charge for it, you know it doesn't cost that much. But, you know, it's like, you know, kind of part of just being there and everything. But with that being said, I'm pretty sure it was like $3, and I'm sure it was 2 scoops of ice cream, right? You know, but you know, not enough to justify the cost. Generally, I'm not, right? That's my wife. My wife, you know, she'll see stuff that she wants. And, oh, well, that's, you know, I mean, you know, like $15, but here, this thing I don't really want that, you know, isn't going to actually satisfy me. Well, that's only, you know, that's only $12. I'll get that instead. I'm like, why? Right? But it's also why she's in charge of the money of the house, not me. Let's see, what are we doing here? Okay, so this is going to go here. Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, that's definitely a big difference there, right? I mean, but like, especially since the pandemic, we've been, you know, we've ordered more Red Lobster in the past year, and I think we've eaten that in the last 5 years. I will say this. Red Lobster is actually pretty, you know, for seafood, right? It's pretty economical when you get it to go. But like one of the things that they'll have like cake, and you know, and I mean, I've looked at the price, and you know, I'm like, oh my god, the price of it is outrageous. No, okay. I did put that in the right place. I didn't think I did because I haven't put this piece in yet. But they're both in the same step. So I didn't skip a step. I just something that in that step should have been in there first. All right. All right. Now we're actually starting to see a structure of an ad. Grant you, if I didn't know what I was building, yeah, like I said, well, definitely before the pandemic, I would never even thought to have ordered, you know, take out Long John Silver's, right? I don't know, Long John Silver's, Red Lobster. But it's say I have found it's actually a very reasonable deal. I mean, we'll get, especially when my daughter was home. My belly saved me again. Because you know, we would we get like a family deal, and I was like, it's either $40 or $50. But I mean, when it comes to seafood, we eat well, right? You know, and there was always a lot left over. And when I say we, I really mean, you know, I do good damage, but nothing compared to my wife and daughter. You know, they absolutely love. I feel as if, just checking something here. Yeah, I guess that's the way how it is. Okay. But the point is, there's always leftover, and quite a bit. Which again, my wife and daughter love, right? I mean, I gotta admit, most of the time when we get it, I don't eat any leftovers. I leave it for them. Other than the the cheddar biscuits, right? Because it's crazy how many cheddar biscuits they give you. They give you like a whole box of them. There's at least a dozen in there. I mean, I'll say this. I see it feeds a family of 4. I would say it easily feeds 5 to 6. I'm going to make this so you can see what I'm doing. Well, I mentioned this earlier, but sure enough, I am going to, maybe even tonight after the stream, I'm going to buy, so Elgato came out with some new products. Well, I don't think I'm going to get it from Elgato, but one of the things it came with is a green screen mouse pad, which, you know, it's funny. And sure enough, I was walking Heck Brent, maybe it was yesterday, and he was kind of joking about it, right? And I was like, well, or Hecky B, or whatever his current Twitch name is. I was like, well, you know what? Actually, this stream setup that I'm doing right now could actually benefit from that. Yeah, Heck Brent, there we go. But like, I was looking on Amazon because I couldn't find the price for the one from Elgato. Well, I gotta look again. I might have been looking it wrong. But I was looking at Amazon, and they basically has something very similar to this black pad I have, but in green, and you know, like a chroma key green. So I think I'm going to get that, and that really could improve the visibility of my Lego builds, I think. So again, it might be streaming Tuesday, so I might not have it by then. But definitely by the time, should have it by the time I stream on Friday for my, you know, the marathon stream. And I'm really hoping that'll make a difference in kind of, well, that's not too bad of a price. Because the one I saw, it was like $24. I'm going to have to look at it again. And see if I can get it, you know, how long it would take. Probably the order, if you have to order through, oh God, they're not slow, but definitely they're not Amazon speeds. Leather mouse pad. Yeah, but yeah, see, I need something bigger though. So the one, so here, I'll show you the one I was looking at home, because I'm pretty sure, yeah, I put it in my cart. Yeah, so the one I'm looking at is 48 inches by 24 inches. But you know, I need to look at like the Elgato, I need to look at, you know, what was the dimensions of it. That's the one. Yeah, that's the whole idea, right? You know, so you can, I mean, I say it's an interesting use case, right? Yeah, mouse pad's a little bit misleading, but I knew what they meant because actually there are gamers who use those kind of things for, I mean, they just use them anyways, right? I mean, not for green screen or anything, just to, because they like having that real big one pad, which makes sense. I get it. It makes a lot of sense to me for doing it for gaming purposes. But knowing it's $30 for Elgato, I'm gonna look at the Elgato one again. And then look again at the reviews for the one I just, because I put it in my cart just to remember where it was, not so much yet to buy it. What in the world are they telling me to do here? Okay, I guess get that a little bit better center. Okay, there we go. And then this, it's gonna go like, whoa, knocking off pieces here. Goodness. How in the world is this on here? Just like that. Well, that doesn't look right. Yeah, it should be. How in the world? Actually, I knocked off this piece now. I don't exactly see how it was on there. Sure, it was like. Sure, that was like that. There we go. Oh, hey, Tech Brick Guy and viewers. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you all doing? How you doing, Sack Brick Guy? What were you all working on tonight? So you can see we're working on the oh, and thank you so much for that resubscribe. Thank you so much. We're working on the AT-AT. So it's pretty cool. I will show. Hold on. Let me move this over to the side for a second here. All the Harry Potter books. I will show what I was working on earlier tonight. This is what I started the stream with. So here we've got the Amelia Earhart tribute. All right. So this was, I really like this. I think this was a really nice build. Pretty darn cool. And sure enough, oh, really nice build. I just accidentally knocked it over. So let me fix that real quick. There we go. And sure enough, the AT-AT is what I bought to get the tribute. Okay, I'd be willing to bet I'm about to bend that up. So we're currently, this is bag 4 we're cleaning. I will say, I'm actually not going to probably go much further after this bag, because it is a little later. This has been an interesting build, which ought to be my fault, but I've had several. I mean, you can see I've had 2 I've definitely, this one's taking a little bit more concentration, and, well, I wouldn't say concentration, but definitely me paying attention more. I'm also kind of wondering why I have that piece left. That doesn't seem like a piece I should have left. Or this piece. And I see it. I see that this piece is over here somehow. Wait, no, on this. No. Oh, never mind. It's right here. Okay. I do find it interesting this was a leftover piece. You know, these you don't normally have these left over. Although bag 1 had a lot of weird leftover pieces. Like not just extra pieces that just didn't get built, but pieces in general. All right, there we go. So now we can see this. But I tell you what, I think we're gonna do one more bag since no, I'll tell you what, no, because it's 12:36. All right, I'm gonna wrap it up with that. Right, we are starting to see form. I was gonna say the reason why I was looking into it because like bag 5, you actually start building the sides, and you actually start seeing this. All right, let's take a look. I really hate doing this right after people just came in. But one, I've been sitting in this chair too long. Let's see here. All right, let's go over Sapiens. He's always doing. Actually, I'm trying to figure what looks like he's building the brick bag, but then he's talking. He also talked about the monkey king. Well, Squiddos, thank you for that follow. And again, like I say, I really hate doing this right after a raid, but I was just trying to get to that bag, and then I was going to call it the night. Everyone, thank you so much. I will say that I will be a normal stream Saturday evening. Friday, March 12th, I'm going to be doing a marathon, 24-hour stream, a mix of coding and because I run 2 different channels, so coding and whatchamacallit, and brick building, right? So I'll start Friday morning as soon as I get up and get going. All right, everyone, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And hope to see you all next time. Thanks, everybody.